turnout. That's what really important.
I was really
Especially the weather and lots of other things on. I'm just some football tournament have depleted the numbers at Rice Manor Church. So there's all sorts of things going on.
I think up at the Uxbridge Auto Show, but we've got a stand up there as well. Okay.
Good.
Well, thank you ever so much for coming.
And I've also got to get some things to finish my consultation.
Just wait for the rain to stop. I'm just going to keep writing everything else. Okay, thank you very much.
A few more words, okay? Right, hello everyone, sorry about that.
The bars
Technical problem, electricity's failed.
bars at the back.
Quiet, please. Right, I just want to continue this message from the leader. Even if we assume that this route could be built for the £33 billion that it's being told, it will cost every family in this room £1,000. But what's worse is the damage it does to our community and to our environment. Conservative-controlled Hillingdon Council under my leadership has pledged £200,000 to fight this proposal through the courts both in the UK and Europe. And with 13 other like-minded councils, we've made up the 51M group who are contributing finance and technical expertise to demolish the business case. We continue to work with local groups and residents such as Hillingdon against HS2 and indeed Ruislip against HS2. Fortunately, our local MPs are working with us on the inside to make sure that the arguments against this HS2 are understood at the highest level. If there was ever a clear example that the current proposed route and the pathetic, almost insulting excuse of a consultation process was flawed, this is it. Perhaps we should rebrand this route HE2, the Hogwarts Express, because when you look at the pictures you can't see the trains, and if you listen to the sound booths you can't believe the noise. Maybe it's only going to be heard by wizards and witches. Ladies and gentlemen, our people, our heritage, our environment is what we value as a council, and that's what we're here to serve the residents for and to protect those values. I'm sorry I can't be with you today as I have to be elsewhere, but whilst I remain leader of the council, we will commit whatever time, whatever resources, whatever finance is needed for however long it takes to defeat this proposal and to be with you all the way. Councillor Ray Puddifoot. Well done, not only to you all, but also to the Safer Neighbourhood police team who escorted us in a very friendly, community-spirited way, especially down the High Street in Ruislip. So I think they deserve an applause as well, if they're still there. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Lotta Jones, I'm the chair of Ruislip Against HS2 and I've helped organise this event here today.
What's today's event about?
We've been raising awareness for the last 6 months through the community about the impact of HS2 and how it's going to affect everybody's lives here. There's been a fantastic turnout of the amount of people that have come. So many thousands of people in Ruislip are going to be affected, not just in Ruislip but across the whole of the Hillingdon borough, and everybody is so concerned. We had this many people come to Winston Churchill Hall when the DFT did their exhibition. Nobody was satisfied with the amount of information, and we're just hoping to give the residents here more information about how their lives are going to be impacted and hopefully get people involved in the consultation and make sure that their responses go in before the 29th of July.
Well, I remember talking to you back in February, and at that time it was sort of the start of the campaign, but it really seems to have gathered momentum.
I think so many more people are aware of what's happening now. It's in the news more often, people are starting to read about it, people are starting to realise this is not just a small train on existing tracks, this is a whole new infrastructure. It will be the biggest infrastructure ever to be built in this country, and therefore people are really realising just how much it's going to impact them.
consultation finishes at the end of the month. Have you been happy with the consultation?
We think the consultation is utterly flawed. There's so little information in it for residents. Not enough information is known about exactly who and how they're going to be affected. It hasn't been a fair consultation. It's not been well constructed, and we hope to bring it down on the fact that it's completely flawed.
The government still seems to be rock solid behind this scheme, although there have been some notable critics come about in recent weeks. Actually, Boris Johnson, for instance, said that he wants it to be in tunnels through London, particularly this area. Presumably you welcome that sort of support?
Most definitely. To have Boris Johnson behind us is fantastic. We had a letter from him to say that he's appalled at the route through Clevedon. We know that there are many more MPs who are starting to wake up to the fact that it's just not the right thing at the right time. The amount of money involved, billions and billions of taxpayers' money is going to be wasted on this project, and I think we're slowly winning people around.
Right, here we have the HS2 or Stop the HS2 team that's done all this hard work, and now let's hear from each of them in turn.
HS2! No, thank you!
I'm the founder of Stop HS2, the national body. What's happened today in Ruislip has been absolutely brilliant. There's been wonderful community involvement. There's been great organisation here from the people of Ruislip and Hillingdon and the surrounding areas. Really, the turnout has showed just how bothered and how angry people are about HS2, and the fact that they can see exactly how it's going to destroy parts of their community. And the fact is, why on earth do we need this? We said from the start that there's no business case, there's no environmental case, and there's no money to pay for HS2. And it's, every bit of evidence that we found has backed that up. People are making international comparisons and saying, well, in Portugal, they've been told as a condition of the bailout, they've got to stop work on their high-speed railway. Spain's already shut one. Even the president of the SNCF, because the cost has gone up so much, is saying it's becoming just for the rich. In China, they keep saying the Chinese have got it, so we should have it. They've got a debt of $304 billion on their high-speed railway network. They can only afford to pay the interest on that. In Taiwan, it's gone bust and it's been bailed out by the government. The Dutch one's almost bust and they've suspended work on getting it to Germany. The point is that everywhere you see high-speed rail, it's not met the passenger forecast, and it's cost an extortionate amount of money. They can't fill the trains, they're all making losses, but the government's saying, well, everyone else has got it and made a real cock-up of it, we should have it too. It's absolutely insane. And today here has been a really brilliant day, and now for the next fortnight, it's all about getting people to respond to that consultation, even if it's just saying no 7 times, putting their name and their postcode on the form, and getting it off by the 29th of July. And really, that's what everyone has to do to save this country from a disaster of monumental proportions. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for your time.
Bye.